So, we got our Tuesday morning talk, and today I just wanted to talk about the qualities of an entrepreneur, and some of these things that you should do a self-reflection to, or check mark box to see if you actually fit. I came across this because I was at the gym the other day, and it was like throw up in front of the gym. My client was there, and I went outside and I cleaned up everything before I started with them. And it reminded me of when I worked at 24 Hour Fitness Ocean Avenue, and a few times I showed up early to the gym before the janitors got there, and like similar things had taken place, and I remember cleaning that stuff up even when I was working for somebody else. And I thought about it, and I was like, I never really, it wasn't like a line came one day and I decided I was going to be a boss. I always assumed the responsibility of a leader, even when I wasn't the leader. Even if I was just a regular person on staff, I was just one dude on the corner in the neighborhood or whatnot, I always picked up the mantle of trying to be responsible for what was going on around me, right? Because I knew that that's how I can help manipulate outcomes, right? If I take responsibility. If I just kick back and sit on my hands, then, I'm leaving it to other people to dictate what the outcome is going to be. Which, for some people, that's what their role is, right? So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is everybody has an accurate history of what they've been doing up until this point. If you're 15 years old, if you're 25 years old, 35 years old, 45 years old, you have a history of how you interact in the community. Go back and look at that history and ask yourself, have I been responsible for myself and others? Is this one quality that I have? Do I run away from responsibility? Or do I run towards it? There's a fire, am I gonna run away from it, or am I gonna run into the building and go get somebody? Like, who are you? These parts, everybody's not cut for these parts. But if you could kick back and really look at your past experiences, your past histories, and be, truthful about who you might be, then you might save yourself a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, because one thing about doing this, man, people tend to see just either like the totally bad part or the totally good part, but it's a bunch of stuff in the middle that's taking place to get you to, these home runs, or these strikeouts. There's a bunch of stuff going on in between there, and everybody's not going to be cut for all those things that take place in the middle, man, because I'm going to tell you that 80% really could drain the 20% down to a nub, and the other way around, sometimes they say the 20% take advantage of the 80%. I think there's some truth in both of those statements. Totally. But to do this, you have to have these qualities. I don't see it happening any other way. And everybody else that I know is like that. Even the guys, it's 30-something gyms that come out of my place, and I'm gonna tell you, I knew who was who when they came through the door, and I watched them work. I can tell who was working with that and who wasn't working with it. And everybody's not working with it, man. But a lot of people aspire to be, but this is so crazy. Sometimes people so far off that it's like, man, you serious? Like, you're serious, So, rather than you waste your time or waste somebody else's money, because typically that type, you probably don't have the money. It's probably somebody else's money. Come from some other place other than you earning it, And you can save yourself some time, man, Don't even start the adventure, right? Because those qualities are necessary. So, I mean, going forward, can you change these? I don't know. That's not for me to talk about. It sounds like some expert topic for somebody else. I don't know. But I do know that most bosses are just bosses. And they've been like that. This bossy ass little kid, whatever. That's just that. So, and if you got it, it would be a shame not to be utilizing it. Totally terrible not to utilize your bossness if you got it. So basically I'm saying this to the people who should be out running something, who should be doing something, and I'm also saying to the folks that, really don't have those qualities. If you don't have those qualities, at least be a good employee. At least be. Because I was a great employee. I'm gonna have to say. I was a great employee. Everywhere I've worked, I was a great employee. You can go ask all my managers. I helped them get money. So, with that being said, that's what it is, man. Don't play the game if you're not ready to play. Tuesday Morning Talk, signing out.